All right, let's be honest. You've said I'm done drinking, but you're still doing it. Why? Well, I've been there. Trust me, I told myself numerous times I was quitting, but every time that I felt stressed or I felt bored or I felt numb, I reached for another drink. And that held me in bondage for like over 15 years. And as I reflect back, I had all the reasons, but they were just excuses. And in being over 3 years completely alcohol free, I dressed up this logic. And that's my realization. So this video isn't here to shame you at all. In fact, it's here to help. And in this video, I'm going to call out the 7 reasons you haven't quit drinking alcohol yet. More importantly, what to do to start today. Let's ignite your sobriety. What's up, everybody? This is Jamie Garza, and we're about to ignite your sobriety today. The first thing I realized is that you're chasing escape, okay? You're not chasing freedom. You're chasing the escape. And most people drink to avoid pain, believe it or not, even though we mask it as we're just trying to feel good. We're trying to unwind. We're trying to do this, and that, and the third. And we've been conditioned to do that in our society. But a solution that helped me with this was journaling those real triggers of what's sparking me to want to drink and not just the surface moment. So I had to dig a lot deeper. It got real. It made me uncomfortable. But once I started journaling, like the real thing I was trying to escape, I started to realize drinking wasn't helping me. The second thing is you're afraid of boredom. Boredom sucks. Nobody wants to be bored. My kids get bored easily, and they try to get on that damn iPad. But nobody wants to be bored, but I love boredom nowadays because that equals peace. And alcohol feels like a fun pass, especially socially. You get around people and friends and family and loved ones. It feels like a great time. And what I would tell you guys is to replace that stimulation with submission driven activities. That might be in fitness. For me, it was running. I love running. I got into running. It feels great. I do it every day. Or maybe it's building something, some Legos, or building a business, or volunteering. You got to dig a little bit deeper, but replace this stimulation with something positive on those building blocks. The other thing, that reason why you haven't quit drinking, is that you're still surrounded by drinkers. That's all you see. The people around you are still drinking. They do not want to stop drinking alcohol. So do you think they're going to encourage you to stop drinking? Probably not. They'll probably peer pressure you. I've been there too. Lost a lot of friends because of this, and it's fine. It was just a good chapter in my life. But the people around you are normalizing alcohol. I had family normalize alcohol, and there's no shade at them. I love them still to this day. It's cool. But you gotta be strong-minded. And sometimes it takes drifting away to get on this new journey that no one understands, but only you, because this is meant for you. You're igniting your sobriety. So I encourage you guys to change the environment, or really set firm boundaries and stand on those. Stand on business. Stand up for yourself. Another reason is that you haven't hit a big enough why. Like, why should you even stop drinking in the first place? It hasn't hurt bad enough. And eventually, I don't know me, I'm going to share a story about me, but where I couldn't ignore. So 2021, I was still drinking. I just got married 6 months ago, right in 2021. So we're going December. And I remember I had the biggest depression of my life. I was still drinking. And I remember I wanted to take my life. Like, it got so heavy for me. I was stressing about financially, business, just a lot of overwhelm, anxiety. And those alcoholic beverages were just putting a lot of really harmful things in my mind. And that hit me different. So for 4 months, I sat on that. And that's why in 2022, in April 18th, day after my birthday, I went completely sober because that why hit different. And since then, my mental health has been great. I appreciate life every day and I don't want to stop. So as you could hear, big why for me. Your why is probably going to be different, but that's what really got me fully involved and fully committed and not looking back. You may also think that it's all or nothing. Like, yo, perfectionism. Oh, it's got to be all me going, all gas, no brakes. Or if not, it's going to kill the momentum. I'm going to get back fully drinking again. I used to think that too. But I shared transparently on this channel that I was sober curious and I would try it out for a week. Or, better yet, I went down the ladder, y'all. Like, I was drinking hard liquor like Hennessy daily, pints, half a pints, liters. I was doing that. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to move over to champagne or beer. And then I went to those hard seltzers. And this is like in the cusp of 2021 as I was phasing out to what you see right now, 2022 and here, present day. And it was gradual, right? So it doesn't have to be all or nothing. I just want you guys to focus on progress and not streaks. There's been plenty of comments and in the comments on this channel of those sharing that, oh, I got to get back on the wagon or I got to get back. Yeah, get back. Pick yourself back up. You got knocked down, pick yourself up because every day is an opportunity to move the needle. You've learned something from your past experience or why you fell off. And you're continuing to focus on the progress and the outcome and the ultimate goal. It's fine. Don't let that hinder your momentum and don't let that hinder your goal of what you want to achieve in the long run. Another thing is maybe, and going, it kind of ties into it, but maybe you relapse or giving up. And, shame, it'll block some progress. Like, I see sometimes even my stepson, he bombs a test and, he wants to just quit automatically. But it's like, hey, don't give up. The work is working. Myself, sometimes business is good, sometimes business is a drought. I got to keep showing up. And it's the opportunity of what can happen. So shame should never block progress. And instead of that, I want you guys to know that relapse doesn't erase the desire to grow. Start again. Start again. Learn from your mistakes. There's no such thing as winning or losing. You either win or you learn. And you're going to learn. You're going to learn. You're going to get this work, especially on this sobriety journey. And I want you guys to keep that mindset and reshift your mind. And the last thing would be, you've never replaced this ritual. Drinking is often a ritual. I know it was for me. Going out to barbecues with my family, especially Memorial Day coming up. I'm going to bring some Hennessy or we're going to turn up. We're going to have drinks, graduations, weddings, birthday parties, celebrations. The ritual was to drink. And I want you guys to create powerful new routines in your life. Maybe that's going to the gym. Maybe that's even drinking tea. I've seen some people drink tea. I just recently got into coffee. Cold brew especially helps with my intermittent fasting. That's been great and it helps with my workouts, right? Or maybe this is journaling. Or maybe this is creating videos like this. Maybe create a YouTube channel, okay? A new ritual. Like instead of drinking, you know what? I'm going to hit record for 10 minutes. Try it out. Try it out because I want to let you guys know you're not weak, right? And if you haven't fully went in all the way in yet, it's just most likely because you don't have a plan, the right plan. So you fall a little short. So hopefully these tips can help you along your way and let you go deep and give you a reason to stop drinking today and ignite your sobriety. That's it. That's all. That's enough. Before I go though, subscribe to this channel if you want to see more sobriety content and drop in a comment below what was the biggest hiccup in your sobriety journey that was keeping you from going sober.